to drop 6 points of the next 15. Lack of experience for the Cherokees.
This is bullshit. This. I tell you what, this is bullshit. I understand why people are holding out for it. I think some ex-players are. I think some journalists are. This whole Arsenal are bottlers thing, trust me, goes back to Mourinho with Chelsea. People said exactly the same thing. He came into the Premier League. He doesn't know how to win a title. They won't be able to keep this up. They broke the bloody goals conceded record in his first season, winning the title, didn't they? Arsenal's defence is not going to... They have games where they don't concede shots on goal. You can't say, oh, they're going to bottle the league, when for a whole season, they don't concede goals. Like, you're not going to suddenly panic. Arsenal would be more likely to bottle it if they were a team scoring loads of goals but conceding goals. But trust me, you don't bottle it when you're not conceding goals and scoring 1 or 2. They won't be bottled. The bottle's not going to happen. Man City are going to need to win. Well, if they've got 14 games left, they're going to need to win 12 of the next 14. That's the only...
Well, this is so true, though, because the 3 times they've lost 3 games in all comps all season. Let that sink in, first of all. And after every defeat, their reaction and run of wins and points they've picked up has been brilliant. So we spoke earlier about how will Michael Carrick's Man United react to a defeat. You don't want to lose, but there is something to be learned from it. What we've learned this season about Arsenal is they lose and they get straight back to winning. Draws have been a little harder for them to overcome a couple of times, but they lose and they go straight back to long unbeaten runs and lots of wins within that. You've mentioned already the defense. It's imperious. And not just on goals conceded, but it's opportunities they concede. And my view on the title race has not changed for about the last 7-8 weeks. Until I see City put 4 or 5 games together where they're not consistently conceding big opportunities and chances, I don't think they can win. I don't think they'll win the league. And then I looked at the numbers just for the math side of things, rather than just looking at the game. And yes, there's 13 games left. And essentially, if Arsenal win 11 of them, one of them is against City, they'll win the league because they'll go into the last 2 games, 9 points clear. They've won the league. However, that's only if City are almost perfect between now and the end of the season and win every single game. If City's win rate remains the same as it is now, Arsenal only need 7 more wins out of the remaining 13 games, unless City's levels increase. So essentially, City need Arsenal to have a very big drop-off and suddenly stop defending so well, whilst improving their levels at the same time. So when you actually break it down, you look at it, people hoping for this bottle from Arsenal, even if they drop off a little bit, there's no guarantee City's levels are going to rise enough to overtake them over the next 13 games. So, yeah, I don't think the bottle conversations for me are just so off this year.
I think there's more chance of them winning the treble than bottling the league. If we're looking at scenarios, I think there's more chance they'll win the treble than bottle the league. And that does work, because I'm not saying they're going to win the treble. I'm not saying they're going to bottle it, but I think there's more chance of Arsenal winning the treble than them bottling it. I don't see them bottling the league. I don't. I think they've been, from day one. You look at the loss to United, that was because they were pragmatic and slow and cautious. And I said, Arteta needs to let the handbrake off. And he hasn't. Because I think he looks at it and goes, might not be pretty, might get some criticism, but this way of football will win us the league. This defensive, pragmatic, slow movement, set pieces, we'll keep doing what we're doing and we'll win the league. And I think they will.
I don't want any team winning the treble. No one, ever. We've done it. We're the first team. City have equaled it, but we did it first. Having it being unique.
It'll be hard for them, to be fair.
It will be. I don't want them doing it at all as a United fan, and I have the same energy for that as I do for why I don't want City winning the league. Everything's about how it makes my club look and the legacy of my club. And I think being the only treble winning side was slightly diluted by City doing it, but we did do it first. You start getting 3, 4, 5, 6 teams doing it. It's an amazing achievement. It doesn't look as good. If everybody starts going invincible, it's like, well, there's been 20 invincible teams. I like the uniqueness of it. So I don't want Arsenal to win it. There is another side to this, purely as a content creator. Watching the meltdown of Arsenal's haters and the Arteta outers, watching their meltdown if they did it, for me, that's cinema. From someone who loves football content, just watching that, removing my personal feelings as a Man United fan.
I know there are Arsenal fans that don't like Arteta, but surely they've now conceded they were wrong.
I guarantee you. So if it's just one big trophy this year, which by the way is amazing, it will be. But it's one Premier League in 7 years. It's $1 billion spent for only one. They will celebrate it in the moment and say their standards made it be achieved. But then it will be, but he's got to retain it. It's only 1 in 7 years. I still expect more. It was a dead league. There'll be excuses as to why they're still right. But a treble, something like a treble, or even just a Premier League, not just a Premier League Champions League double, it ends it because you're just different. And I'd like to see the debate ended, but just from watching I mean, there's another level to this too. We were talking about it on the Top 6 show last night. Imagine adding into that another layer, Mark, which is they do like a Premier League Champions League double, but Spurs also get relegated. Again, consuming the content from both sides of the aisle, the red and the white side of North London. For me, as someone who I react to a lot of people's content, I just want it. I would love that. I would love to see, because it would just be beautiful. And I do have a hot take on Spurs. I think if they don't win any of their next 3 games, they're going to get relegated. I think they're going to go down. I think they get dragged into it and go down. I really do.
West Ham have got to keep winning, haven't they? But,
well, especially also, I missed a bit out. If West Ham do beat us tonight, which I hope they don't, and Spurs don't win any of their next 3 games, I think they go down. I don't think they're built for a real relegation battle. Their players don't go into the Spurs thinking relegation battle. I don't think they're mentally prepared for it at all, you know. This is quad is even more concerning. Oh, yeah, I don't want. No. Oh. Imagine Arsenal were the first team to complete football and have that completely perfect season.
It's the way they've played as well. If they're going to do it, I'd rather they did it with Henry than do it. At least the way they played then, I was like, that was good football. I don't mind Arsenal can play how they bloody well like. I don't support them, but I wouldn't like a quadruple team to be a team that played like this either on a footballing level. But if they do it, take your hat off.
Yeah, I would praise them for it, like, you know, and be honest and be humble, but it would hurt because again, it's very surface level Man United fan stuff. If someone's going to do a quad, I want to be the first team to do it, because it's even with City doing their treble, we still have, for me, the trump card, which is, you know, we're the first team to win.
No one talks about it. No one respects
it. Not their treble, not like ours. Because also the first one, we were the first team to win the European Cup, English team. We were the first team to do the treble. You know, these things hold water. These things, they're different. So, yeah, I would hate for another club to get the quad before. I mean, we're nowhere near a fucking quad, but you know what I mean? Before we do. I don't know why Man United won't pay big for Diamande when we can just go out for Elise before Liverpool. Only creative heir to Bruno and can play both wings. I'll give you a reason, Duncan. Maybe Elise doesn't want to join us. We have to always consider that in our thoughts. Maybe Elise says, no, United ain't for me right now. If Elise says, I want to be a Man United player, then yes, going for Diamande over Elise is stupid.
People really went to buy him.
Sorry?
Ineos did want Elise. It was the number 1 priority before when they came into the club, but he went to Bayern. So, never say never, but I don't think it'll happen. He's too good. I think he's one of the best players in Europe.
Arsenal versus City, level on points for their game. Who wins?
Draw.
Yeah, draw. Yeah, draw. Look, I want to thank everyone who's tuned into the show today. The United Stand. What time's you back on today because of the match day stuff? Is it business as usual?
I think Beth's doing 2, and then countdown to kickoff will be sort of 6:30, I think, because it's a 8:15 kickoff, isn't it? It's a later one. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good game. And there are other games going on as well, aren't they? Although they're a bit dead rubber, aren't they? Tottenham, Newcastle. Presume there's games down near the bottom as well. I haven't looked at tomorrow's games are good. Everton,
Chelsea Leeds. Chelsea Leeds is a good one. Yeah. Chelsea Leeds is a good one. Look, everyone who's tuned in, thank you. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. I'm just checking one thing. So, yeah, make sure you're tuning into the United Stand later today. We're live today at 3:30. We've got Staffy on the show with Egal and Man City fan LB as we look back at the weekend, look ahead of the Premier League games as well on Straight Facts. Plus, we're live after the games tonight for a big match reaction show as well. Until next time. By the way, if you guys want to check this out, you might have watched some of it today. This goes out on Spotify every week as well. So go and follow our Spotify account. Just search Hot Takes Mark Goldbridge. You use his name, not mine. His name comes up more than mine on search engines. He's a little bit more popular than me, which still irks me a little bit, but it's the truth. But yeah, go check it out on Spotify and get following. Until next time, take care, goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you soon. Peace.